So I just got caught up on the viral Cabo girls trip story time. Never in your life should you go, not even out of the state, but out of the country with only $100 and something.
Hey people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So this video is the part 2 video of the Cabo girls trip gone wrong story time. If you haven't seen it, go check out the part 1 of the girl coming to tell a Cabo girls trip that went left and why she won't go on girls trip, why she doesn't like going on girls trip with girls. This video has gotten a lot of people talking. This story has gotten a lot of people talking. So in this video, we're going to hear women of memory's reaction to this story time and what they think about it. With that all said, guys, let's go check it out. Then I'll come back and share more of my thoughts. But if you haven't seen the first part, go check out the first part. I'll leave it down in the description box and also up in the card so you can get full context of what they are reacting to. You guys know how we do it here. Okay, so go check it out. Then we'll come back and talk more. Okay?
This is why I deadass don't. I don't know. I ain't never took a girl because I'm not going nowhere without my man. See, a lot of y'all saying at the end of the day, why would you bring your man? Girl, focus at the task at hand. This female owes me $46. I got charged an extra $60. Let's do the math. This chick is $106 up on my pockets. Are you dumb? Like, let's be for real. And girl, the underwear, the bikini bottoms down around the man. Like, girl, is this SpongeBob right now? Is this a prank? Like, where's apple? A squid should jump out right now. It's just like, no matter how you spin it, she was wrong. She was straight dead weight. At the end of the day, if we got help from ransom, God for it. Me and my best friend, good is gone. Good is... The point of the moral of the story is y'all need to learn how to say no. You cannot go everywhere your friends go. You just say no. Cabo won't still be there.
The girl who started the Cabo trip drama, not started it, excuse me. The girl who brought the Cabo trip drama to TikTok, she gone. Like, her page is gone. Like, she's still alive, right? Obviously, social media is not the end of the world. I personally think she took a pause because, what happens is everyone will dogpile on a trip, but there will always be people that put two and two together. I for sure was one of the people that didn't make a video until late because this is some early 20s mess. You know what I mean? Like, they clearly are in their early 20s and I am not. I was one of the people who said, she was like, I wanted to take someone to hold me down that I knew, so I took a man. Whoop, I heard it. That girl was strong. Like, sending a screenshot to someone you don't know about how much money in your bank account, you strong. Like, you bold, because I'm a lie. Okay? Anyway, I didn't realize that this was something that her page would have to be gone over until I saw what someone named Pri was posting. And then I said, ooh. Ooh, this is deep, y'all. And y'all know I'm messy.
Man, TikTok is crazy, man. When something catches fire on TikTok, that thing is hot for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? I seen that first initial video with the girls trip and the Cabo thing. I watched a little bit of it. I was like, yeah, that's. I don't need to hear no more about that. I'm a comments person though, so I read the comments of like that initial video, and the girls was like, well, not the girls, was everybody in the comment seemed like they were agreeing with the girl that told the story, talking about, yeah, you don't go on a trip broke and stuff like that. That ain't right. I stopped watching it after that. Come to find out, there's been 50 billion response videos to that. Y'all done found the girl she was talking to. The girl that made the initial video, I guess her page got taken down. And y'all switched up on her from what I'm seeing. Next thing I heard is y'all was calling her a mean girl and everything like that. Which I can kind of agree with it. I felt like, if that was really the case, somebody was broke. Just don't even talk about it. We ain't need to know all of that. But it's crazy, man. I literally, 10 videos in a row about this Cabo trip. 10 videos. Normally when something's hot like that, it'll be like every other video. I'll scroll, the next video will be something else, and then it'll be about that thing. 10 videos in a row about the Cabo trip. This shit is hot. Hey, this would have never happened if this was the fellas. I'm telling you that right now. We would have clowned him while we was on the trip. We would have called him broke and all type of stuff, man. By the time we got back to the States, it would have been over and done with. We wouldn't even feel no need to talk about this stuff. It's weird. But this is a hot topic. This is ridiculous.
If you're staying at an all-inclusive resort and the excursions are already booked and paid for, what do you need $135 for anyway? Now, from a safety perspective, that's crazy, because what if there's an emergency and you don't even have $200 to your name? But I don't get why it's any of that other friend's business, especially because the other friend never paid for anything for the broke girl on the trip. The girl who brought the whole thing to TikTok, she wasn't mad that the broke girl came on the trip with $140. She was mad about that $46 from the dinner. And then in part two, she was talking about oh yeah, I brought five bands in cash. Why are you bringing 5,000 US dollars to Mexico, first of all? But also, if you have it like that, why are you letting $46 from the week before ruin your friend's trip? And also, why is the birthday girl having an expensive birthday dinner the night before she's already asking these friends to spend money on a trip for her? It's getting weird. And why would you bring your man? If your man wasn't there, $130 would have been plenty for that trip. If I'm the birthday girl, I'm not inviting the girl that made that video anywhere else, because you're telling my business on TikTok. You texted me saying, oh, you've been third wheeling me and my man the whole trip. I've been third wheeling on my birthday trip. Are you crazy? And then she's talking about oh yeah, and I had to sit and take care of you all night and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's her birthday. Are you dumb?
So I just got caught up on the viral Cabo girls trip story time. Never in your life should you go, not even out of the state, but out of the country with only $100 and something. I don't care if the resort is all inclusive. There still could be things that pop up, because they always do. Have you some money. Expecting your friends to take care of you, or people who you barely know to take care of you, or to float you the money, or to not do certain things because you can't afford to do them, is so unfair. It's okay for you to say, I know I plan to go, but I simply can't afford to. That's adulting. That's being mature. You don't take your broke self on a trip and be a burden and drag down the whole trip. I feel like the main reason why all of this happened is because most of those girls were not friends. At best, they were a friend of a friend, but they were barely even associates. If they were actually friends, they would have had a conversation. The girl would have felt comfortable enough to say, I am so sorry. I expected to have a lot more money than I did, but this happened or that happened, and I really can't afford to do a whole lot of things. At least give the girls the facts up front so that they can decide how much or how little they want to do with you. But she just was out, I want to do everything y'all doing, and knew she couldn't afford to do it. I know a lot of girls are kind of finding fault with the other girls on the trip, but to me, for that girl to go on a trip broke with $0 and 0 cents and still managed to get even dropped off home, had a good time, lived it up, did everything they were doing, ate, drank, was merry, all of that, it's still a testament to the fact that they still were decent people. They could have left her in Mexico. They could have left her high and dry. They still were looking out for her, even though she could barely look out for herself.
You know, this Cabo trip stuff on my timeline and on social media just kind of shows me the difference between men and women. Now, hear me out. I'm not trying to bash anybody, men or women. I'm just saying the way that people handle stuff in certain situations. As we all saw during the trip, there was a girl who only brought $135 to the trip. That's crazy. I'm not taking nothing away from that. That's crazy. After watching it, I'm gonna say there's fault on all ends. From the girl who came straight from Cabo, putting it on social media and blasting her friends and her friend's friend and the friends of her friend. I honestly think nobody's right in the situation, but going on a trip with $135 is crazy, especially when you owe somebody some money. So to get back to my point, the difference between the men and women in the situation would have been coming home. One, this situation would never would have made it to social media. This would have been handled there or when he got back, in the sense of conversations, not going straight to social media. I do think that women tend to sometimes think emotionally, and just in the age that we live in now with social media, a lot of people want to get clout and go on social media and tell stories, especially after just watching a 50-part story of the one lady and her ex-husband. But to say if me and my friends or just guys in a situation where that happened, one, we're not letting you come with $135. And if anybody would have known, it would have been called out regardless. It doesn't matter. Not in the sense of not trying to embarrass, but just making smarter decisions. And once we were over there and we found out, yeah, we could have took turns chipping in and paying for you for little stuff like that, but you wouldn't be doing all the extra stuff, like all the excursions and all that. And if you were, we can either pay for you and you pay us back, or if it's a certain amount of money, then we can just pay for you, But generally, as a man, you would probably pay them back once you get back or make it on them. You can even do a little payment plan. But I'm saying all this to say is to stay up on social media with your problems and everything, going on the trips and all that to be handled in-house, not outside the house, and blasting your friends, your friends, your friends, or your friend of your friends. Gotta do better, man. Gotta do better.
Bro, why are girls' trips always ending in shambles, bro? Like, what be going on, bro? My man's Kalia just posted a whole 3-part, 30-minute series about the Cabo trip of hell, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even get past the first 2-3 minutes because one, my attention span is kind of and two, once I read one shorty only had $135, I already knew the story, bro. I didn't even need to listen. 80% of these girls' trips that be ending in misery all be the same, bro. One shorty came out with her purse filled with nothing but lip gloss, bro. No money on. Like, if you won't go out popped and panicked, at least let the other members know you popped and panicking. That's why I feel like this trip shit never happened with guys, bro. Because I feel like if a guy don't got it and he's on a trip with his mans, he gonna let the guys know he don't got it, bro. And we gonna work around our man's budget. And if we're not trying to work around our man's budget, bro, we just gonna hold him down until we get back. But shorties will go on a trip knowing they got no bread to their name and be helping pick excursions, bro. Because you know when shorties go on trips, bro, they always plan out the most expensive dinners. They want a jet ski. They want an ATV. They want to do all that. They will really sit there and plan that shit knowing they got $25 in lip gloss in their purse, bro. Like with guys, bro, your man's going to let you know when he's popped. Or you're going to know your man's is popped. And, bro, we'll eat Waffle House 3 days in a row if we got to, as long as we can still have fun at the end of the day. Help your money stretch. My mans don't got it. We don't gotta drink Casamigos tonight, bro. Jose Cuervo still do the same job. But shorties just don't got this, bro. Shorty, I don't know what be wrong, bro. I don't know what be wrong, bro. Y'all shorties gotta figure y'all shit out, bro. I gotta figure y'all shit.
Y'all going on girl trips and y'all friends take in front of your man and they coming on a trip broke and they owe you $40. This is insane. This is insane. I thought the girls trip drama had let me tell you something. I love a good girls trip story time. It's probably some of my most favorite content. Now, I don't go on girls trips because of this right here. But I love, matter of fact, any girls trip, come on, algorithm, bring it to me. I love the girls trip drama, and it's usually women in their early 20s. But if by the time you my age, you still dealing with this, I don't want to see that. But if you young and y'all, especially when it's I love a good Miami girls trip story time fallout. I love it. But Mexico, I see, is another one. I would think if you are going on a trip internationally, and you have done research, you have planned the trip, you have booked flights, you have booked excursions, you have a passport, I would think that you are a little bit more prepared to be on this trip. But you mean to tell me that you don't have no money, you don't have no charger, you don't have no phone, you owe people money, and you pulling your phone, you drunk, you throwing up, and you still going on a girls trip? Absolutely not. Nutella, I don't know where you at in life, honey, but don't you ever go on another girls trip ever in your life. And wherever your man is, he needs to send you $100 immediately. Pay that girl that $40 back.
The girl from the Cabo video was like, yeah, and I get way more money than my friend. Like, I get way more money than her. I was like, are you talking about your friend? That's your friend? And I was telling my boyfriend, like, this is exactly why I don't have mad friends, because I would have cut you off for saying that. Why would you get on the internet and be like, yeah, I get way more money than you. I get way more money than you. You could have left that out the story. You could have left that out the story. Was it that serious for you to say that? Like me personally, I feel like this is why women sometimes don't be having that many friends, or there's always a fight, because say shit like that and then expect you to not get mad. Oh, it was just joke. I was just joking. Oh, that's not what I meant. So why did you say it like that? You had every chance to cut that out the video. You could have cut that out the video. You could have worded that differently, but you just called your friend broke. You just told everybody your friend was broke, that you get more money to her. Can we calm down? Like, was that even necessary part of the story? You didn't even have to say that. That didn't even have to be a part of the story. You could have been like, yeah, me and my friend, we go 50-50, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was sitting there really enjoying that whole video, and then when she said that, I was like, nah, she might be weird, y'all. She might be weird.
And one thing that I can't speak on is how much money someone needs to bring on a trip, because I've been that broke friend on the girls' trip. I've been that to come with only $100 or $200. Because here's the thing, you think in your mind, okay, the hotel's paid for, the travel's paid for, everything's paid for, and everything is not paid for. Then you take your couple $100 and you're like, okay, if I only spend this much a day, but then to do extra stuff. They want to go extra places. They want to do extra activities that you did not plan for. But the thing about me is I'm discreet with it. I'm not telling nobody I'm broke. There will be signs though. I'm sure my friends noticed that I only order water everywhere. I'm sure they noticed I wasn't getting no souvenirs. Y'all trying to go to another club? Okay, well, I'll put the Uber on my card. Y'all cash out me. Because I only got $3 left in my account. But I can overdraft. I can't cash app you my part, but I can overdraft. And I got Chime, so there's no overdraft fees. So that's the thing. If you're going to go on vacation broke, just keep it to yourself. Don't let nobody know, because then they will throw it in your face later on. They will say your broke ass was on vacation and I was paying for you, and you don't want to be that person.
I'ma say it because y'all scary and I'm not scary because I can't get no whooping. The number one reason y'all out here having girls trip disasters is because y'all let me. As the birthday girl myself, I'm already knowing what type of friends I got coming on this trip. I know who got the money, who don't got the money, who on a budget, who ain't on a budget, who could dress, who can't dress. I know it all. So for me to get up here and stitch and co-sign a video of another sitting up here reading us an audio book about somebody that I invited on my trip, what that says about me. If that girl could get up on here and tell us she brung her man because she already knowing what time it was, what did you know? You knew that girl ain't have money. That's your friend. These is the same type of girls that I be making these videos telling y'all about. I won't be surprised if they had an outside group chat titled The Money Girls. I won't be surprised if Miss 135 was invited on a trip to be talked about. But let me tell you something. You don't go nowhere with no $135. I don't know who you being raised by or what you being raised by, but you can't even go to Chuck E. Cheese these days for $135, and that's damn near half off. Stay home. Right now, I don't have no money. My cousin got a birthday 1 week apart from mine. She said, cuz, I'm going on a one-day trip to New Orleans, round trip, $90-something. What you about to do? I said, stay home.
I was so confused this weekend because I had watched Kalia's, 6-part story on the girls trip. I even saw her best friend get online and make a couple videos herself. I heard Nutella got on live and explained herself and showed some receipts. Yes. And then I was trying to figure out, how did Kalia's boyfriend her come into play? I was trying to figure out how we went from talking about a girls trip to talking about alleged. I want to know how we got to a point of exposing Kalia for actually talking about the best friend that she was like on that trip for. Mind you, I saw this content creator say, oh, she deleted her page, but really that girl was just blocked. So I went to her page yesterday and deleted, gone. If you gonna take a lesson from anybody, take a lesson from that. Don't come back immediately, okay? Don't come back posting on social media like nothing happened, all right? Yeah, don't do that. I think her follower count was going down. I think people were reporting her page and reporting her posts, and she wanted to protect her money and her assets. But it's wild to me that her getting on and opening that can of Cabo onto TikTok exposed her to be the fake friend that she allegedly is. Also, let this be a lesson to other influencers and content creators, because we have seen many of them go head to head or, start kicking it, start hanging out, and they realize that this person isn't who they present themselves to be online. Shit, at this point, between people dating on TikTok to people arguing on TikTok and meeting up and finding out that people is fake shit, we need a love in TikTok at this point. A love in TikTok. Behind the scenes of TikTok. A reality show for TikTok. Because at this point, the internet is not a real place.
Woo. I have to go look for those. Like, people exposing? Wow. Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts about the women's reaction to this. Love to know what you think. But go ahead and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think, okay? For me personally, like I didn't even know that people were digging things out, and that's why the internet is such a messy place. Like it's such a messy place. Like if you put yourself out there and you're not true to yourself, when things start coming out, it's just crazy. All because of this Cabo trip, I missed all that. But also, like I agree with some of the stage the ladies were talking about. Why are you going on international? Why are you even going on any trip where you don't have money? I'm not saying what the Cleo girl, the girl sharing the story, did was right, coming to share the story rather than to clear the beef and move on from it and all that. But also, Nutella, why would you? I just feel like that's so very irresponsible to go on a trip without you all in a little money, even though it's all inclusive. I know I said in the first part about it's all inclusive. Yes, it was an all inclusive hotel, but when you're doing international trips, you need to put on a lot of other aspect of things attached to it. Well, or if there's an emergency, do you have health insurance, travel insurance? There's a whole lot of things that could call out. Most times I've found out that if when you're traveling, the budget you have, sometimes add like 50% to it because things will come up. You might get to the hotel, you don't like it, you want to change hotel, flights could be canceled, like anything could go wrong. More activities could be done. You may get there and they'll tell you, oh, there's this activity and that's something you really want to experience. Like, what will you do in that case? So I get that part, but also, like I said in the first part, go check out my own thoughts on the first part, is that people should learn how to give people grace. We're not the same, we're not all equal, and yeah, we should learn how to give people grace. Okay? Anyway, guys, go ahead and share your thought about the women's reaction to this girls trip, this Cabo girls trip down in the comment section. Love to know what you think about their take and your own take on it. Go watch the part 1, okay? Go watch the part 1 so you get full context, okay? So go ahead and share your thought. Go on and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share your thought and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.